Hey guys, this is That One Apple Guy back at it again, another video. And today we're going to be seeing if Samsung actually slows down your phone. Now here I got two devices. They're both Samsung Galaxy A14 5Gs, but one's running its original firmware and one's running the latest firmware. And this is its first and this is its absolute last firmware. So we're going to be seeing if the first firmware is faster than the new firmware, and if Samsung actually slows down their phones with updates. And I know you guys might say, well, it's a bigger OS, but they should be able to optimize it completely good for the newer device, for the budget older devices. So today we're going to find out. Let me show you the versions on each. So let's go and blur that. On the one on the left, we have Samsung Core, which is 5.1, Android 13. And on the right here, we have One UI 7.0, the non-core version, and Android 15. So this is kind of weird. When the A14 came out, they started out on core, and then they just did standard One UI. So kind of weird. But let's see. Security patch November 1st, 2023, July 1st, 2025. So they're on both of their respectable versions. Let's go back, and I just want to show you that there's 0 developer options turned on. There's no like reduce animations on each of these. They're both, exactly the same. And let's go ahead and turn on swipe gestures on each, so we can kind of see which one has the smoother swipe gestures and stuff like that. So let's turn on the swipe gestures, and let's go back. And I just want to show you the brightness is almost the same. It's exactly the same modes on each. So that's that. They are both 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage. So basically the most fair we can get on each device. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is kind of do like a software app test to see which one launches apps faster and which one has, smoother animations. So let's close out all these apps. They're all closed. Let's actually first do this. See which one can pull down the notification shade first. That was exactly the same. How about the control center? So with Android 13, you're going to do 2 fingers. With this, you just swipe. Okay, that didn't recognize. That was One UI 7 since it's the 2 fingers. But if I were to actually put it on, but if I were to actually put it on the older one, it'll probably be exactly the same. So that's about the same. Let's put it on the older one just for the hell of it and see which one can get there first. 3, 2, 1. I think that was Android 13. Let's try that again. Now that one didn't come down. Yeah, that was Android 13. It's a bit faster there, and I overall think the Android 13 layout is quite a bit better. This, I don't really like this, to be honest with you, but let's actually keep it like that. I like the older style, but anyways, that's that. Let's see which one can actually unlock the phone first. So let's go ahead and turn both off. It's 30. Oh, 32. Let me go home. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that didn't recognize. 3, 2, 1. That didn't recognize. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's try that again. That was Android 13. That's faster. Let's try it from an off. Way faster on Android 13. Because you don't get the animation. But you can turn the animation off. So let's try to turn it off. Let's go into lock screen. And show unlock transition effect off. Now let's see which one's faster. 3, 2, whoops. 3, 2, go. Okay, let's try it off. Exactly the same. Okay, so if you turn off the transition effect, it will be faster. That's kind of basically the same. Let's see which one pulls up the volume UI first. That was Android 13. Let's try that again. That was still Android 13, so it has a faster volume UI there. So now let's kind of go with the app test. Let's close all the apps here on both. So as you can see, they're both closed. By the way, RAM Plus, let's see what that's on just to make it fair. Blur that. Where would it be? Device care. Device care. Memory. 4 gigabytes. 4 gigs. So it's the same thing. So let's close both. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a lag spike on the A14 on the original version. Let's go ahead and launch Clock. Frig. 3, 2, go. About the same. Let's launch Calendar. Where's Calendar? 3, 2, go. That was Android 13. Let's go ahead and launch, let's see here, Calculator. 3, 2, go. About the same. Let's see here. And Settings. 3, 2, go. About the same. Okay, let's try to, damn it. Let's try to launch the camera. This is a pretty intensive app. That was Android 13. Yeah, it must be the screen protector that's messing this up. And opening it again, it's about the same. But let's see the camera app. Video. I think that was Android 13. More. Android 13. Let's switch to macro. Android 13. Just a little bit faster there. How about the 2X? It's just a bit faster with the animations on Android 13. Let's try to open up the settings in camera. 3, 2, go. I believe that was Android 13. It's really hard to tell. There's not too big of a difference. But overall in that, Android 13 has the faster animations. Let's launch up a real app like YouTube. 3, 2, go. Exactly the same. So it's really hard to differ. Let's actually change it to buttons because I don't know what's wrong with this screen, but it's like really weird. So let's change both. Navigation bar and buttons. Now swipe gestures, you can see the modes are a little bit different. You cannot turn off gesture hint anymore, I don't believe. Yeah, you can right here. If you wanted to. But, because there's no circle to search, that's right. So now we're back on buttons. And let's go ahead and let's try Play Store. 3, 2, go. That was One UI 7. Let's see what we got here. Maybe we can try to load up a little bit of a game. Let's go Block Blast. This game takes a while. Jeez. Oh. And that was the Android 13, so you can get into the game faster on Android 13. Let's go ahead and go to Geometry Dash Light. Very light game. And that was One UI 7. Okay. That was One UI 7. Okay, let's finally try to play Hill Climb Racing. See which one loads it faster. Oh. Blur that. It's a match here. Basically the same, yeah. I did it a little wrong, but yeah, basically the same. And let's do one more app here. Subway Surfers. Let's see which one loads it up faster. Looks like it's going to be... I need an update. I thought I updated everything. Oh, there we go. So both. It was One UI 7, basically. So, let's finally do a Geekbench test to see which one's really faster. Now, you could say, oh, the old version's faster with the animations. Maybe the new version loads it faster. Let's see with raw specifications here. You can see Android 13, Android 15. And let's run it. Okay, so the Geekbench results are in here. You can see that One UI 7 has a little bit lower of a score. So, they do slow down their phones, but it's a lot more of a software than this. This is quite of a basic software. This has a lot into it, and that contributes to a lower score. But overall, in day-to-day use, they're actually both really fast. Now, the animations are faster on Android 13, and you're getting some of the older features like the older control center and stuff like that. Now, I don't know what's wrong with my screen, but it's being weird. I think it's a screen protector. It's not made for it. But overall, I personally think if you want the new software, go for it. You're going to be getting, updates for longer compared to an older Android version, but you're going to probably be getting better battery life on the older version, and you're getting some of the older features that Samsung took away. So if you still like the older version, I'd keep it because it is faster. It definitely is. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope you learned something today that you don't always have to have the latest software. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. See you next one. Peace.